All right, we're back. We're going to have a quick strategy session here. Indianapolis Colts head to the Rogers Center to take on the Buffalo Bills for a preseason game. Really quickly, guys, what do you think? Is it a good or a bad thing that the NFL is trying to tap into that Toronto market?
No big deal. I mean, they've been trying to do it before. And
NBD. Bill Spence drops the NBD.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They've done it before.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. Unfortunately, Peyton Manning, who I think is one of the best quarterbacks, should see it for about
one set of downs.
One set of downs,
Yeah.
and he'll be out. And that's where it's really bad at bringing it into these towns, because people from Toronto want to see some of the best players in
Okay.
there.
They'll probably charge $100 and some bucks a
Oh,
ticket.
it'll be
at
and you're going to
least.
see a bunch of washed up, you know.
Yeah.
I would
Nice.
never want to see Toronto jump to the NFL or anything.
Okay.
No. Ugh.
Alrighty, well now it's time for one of our local athletes here in town to take a stab at my job. Morgan Cabell from, she's a young lady trying out for the PWM Steelers. She was on set taking a stab at my job. You've heard the phrase, anything you can do, I can do better. Morgan, let's see what you got. You gotta start wearing the anchor girl hat. You should see, I make them bring me coffee and everything.
To the soccer pitch we go now, where Toronto FC took their show on the road. The Red hit the pitch where French superstar Thierry Henry and the New York Red Bulls were waiting. In the 23rd minute, Seth Stamler flicks the pass over the defender towards Joel Landry. He shows some nice composure, finds the back of the net for the goal. Red Bulls up 1-0. Second half, New York looking to go for two when Chris Albre sends the cross to Juan Pablo Angel, but his header just misses the mark. Less than 10 minutes to go, TFC has a good chance, but O'Brien attempts goes just over the net and Toronto remains off the score sheet. New York wins 1-0.
Morgan, great job.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to come in and join us for that segment. And everybody should know Morgan did that in 3 takes. So she's definitely been the most efficient sportscaster so far.
2 less than you.
Very funny. But just to let everybody know, if you are interested in trying out for the PWM Steelers, if you're a young lady born between 1993 and 1995, the tryouts are from August 27th to the 29th at the CWC. So they have a website as well, pwmsteelers.com. So check that out if you'd like to try out. And we have to take another break now, but stay tuned. We'll be back with some of your questions after the break. All right, thanks everybody. Welcome back. First question in our sound off segment is for Bill Spence. Bill, you work with student athletes on a daily basis. What's your take on all the steroid use in younger athletes? Have you had to deal with it, and how would you?
No, I haven't had to deal with it much with my students. The pressure's there for kids to perform at a higher level. I think with the media attention that's brought to steroids over the last few years and so on, I think it's educated kids. I mean, is it still happening? Yes, it's happening, but I've never had to really deal with it. The only time I have it is if they want to get big and strong like me. And
Personally, personally, you've had that problem.
Yeah.
I could tell as I watched.
I had to
the
get
golf
off the
course
roids
play,
a few years ago.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, let's avoid any
Head was
roid
getting big.
rage here on the set.
Yeah.
I don't want to be caught in the crossfire. But Brian, next question is for you. This is gonna be, you're gonna have to put on your salesman skills here. Brian,
Don't have any.
I'm thinking about buying season's tickets to the Bobcats games this year. Sell me on the team in 30 seconds.
Bigger, better, stronger.
Sounds like a Kanye West song.
No, it's not really. We've got out in the community a lot more. We are trying to get back in touch with the community and give them a better product on the ice. We need to have a better product, and we need the people to believe that and to come out and support us. And if you want to yell at me at the end of the day, feel free. I got big shoulders, but my goal is to put a winning team out there.
Alrighty, and you know, you and I were also talking. It sounds like there's been some work going on at the Civic Center as well. Tell me a little bit about the suites, because that might interest some people out there.
Thanks, Craig. You know what? They are fantastic. I didn't think it was going to come out the way it did. They're big. The one big one is like a billboard.
Wow.
And the accommodations, what we set up for it is we're trying to make it like a National Hockey League, go into a suite where we have food that's going to be provided. We have a liquor, $50 liquor. We have a hostess in both suites.
Very nice.
And Heather Dow, who's done the work over there, I got to give her a plug. She is the one that's the reason I think it's going to look beautiful inside those suites.
All right, well, it sounds like if you want to have some quality hockey and a great night out, it sounds like the Bobcats games are going to be the place to be this season. That's all the time we have now for this edition of The Gloves Are Off.
And you'll be on the roof too, by the way.
Oh, that's coming.
That's
More
coming.
on the camp out for a sellout next week. Well, guys, thanks for joining me and thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at it next week.